بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى الله على سيدنا ونبينا أبي القاسم المصطفى محمد
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد
وعلى آله الطيبين الطاهرين لا سيما بقية الله في الأراضين أجل الله تعالى فرجه الشريف وجعلنا من أعوانه وأنصاره. السلام على الحسين وعلى علي بن الحسين وعلى أولاد الحسين وعلى أصحاب الحسين ورحمة الله وبركاته. This is a very special night, and I humbly ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to help me to speak in the way that inshallah prepares us for gaining the most inshallah out of this night. This is the night that if people of the world knew its value, they would have rushed to join these majalis, and they would have no even a space for a needle to remain. This is the night all those who have passed away wish that they could have come back and take part in these majalis, and they expect us to remember them. So now we have a great responsibility to pray for ourselves, for our family, for our community, for all people of the world, for all who have passed away. And if, God forbid, we fail, this would be a great failure. May Allah, inshallah, enable us to achieve a lot, inshallah, in this night. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala if there is anything standing as an obstacle between us and Him, to remove it right away, inshallah. Imam Hussein alayhi salam said in the night of Ashura to his companions, as I said before, وَقَدْ قَالَ جَدِّي رَسُولُ اللَّهِ صَلَّى اللَّهُ عَلَيْهِ وَآلِهِ وَالَّذِي حُسَيْنٌ يُقْتَلُ بِطَفِّ كَرْبَلَا غَرِيبًا. Imam Hussein is informing his companions about what the Prophet said, that my son Hussein will be killed in Karbala غَرِيبًا, while he will be alone, wahidan, single, adshanan, thirsty, faridan, without any helper. فَمَنْ نَصَرَهُ فَقَدْ نَصَرَنِي وَنَصَرَ وَلَدَهُ الْحُجَّةِ. Whoever helps Hussein has helped me and has helped his son Al-Hujjah, the Imam Mahdi, Ajjalallahu Ta'ala Farajahu Sharif.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
Helping Hussein is helping the Prophet and Imam Mahdi. Helping Hussein is helping Islam and the school of Ahlul Bayt. Helping Hussein has saved Islam so far and is going to save Islam for the end of the world. And helping Hussein is what prepares us for helping Imam Zaman. So it's impossible to separate between Imam Hussein and Imam Mahdi, and we have to be ready for that help. How can we help Imam Hussein? How can we help Imam Mahdi, Ajjalallahu Ta'ala Farajahu Sharif? This is what we need to know tonight, in this very sacred night. In one of the ziyarat of Imam Hussein, we say, Assalamu alayka yabna Rasulillah. Peace be to you, O son of the Prophet. إن لم أكن أدركت نصرتك بيدي. If I was not able to help you with my hands, if time has not let me to be with you, I am now centuries away from you, but still we can join Hussein. فَهَا another, at this time, in this condition, وَافِدٌ إِلَيْكَ بِالنُّصْرَةِ, I am coming to you with my help. After more than 13 centuries, I am saying labbaik to your call of hal min nasirin yansurni. I want to help you. قد أجابك قلبي. My heart is responding to your call. This is not something I say just verbally by my lips or tongue. قد أجابك قلبي. My heart is telling you, here I am. لبيك. وسمعي, and my ear. What does it mean? How can your ear answer to a call? This is very important. How can my ear say, here I am? If I listen to the things that prepare me for serving the cause of Hussein, this is the answer of my ear. If I listen to the nonsense or the things which are harmful, my ear has not answered the call of Hussein. In this age that we live in, many problems come through ears and, of course, eyes, more than any time else. Because if in the past they had to be careful about the voice which was coming from few meters around, today we can hear to something which comes from thousands of miles away. In the past, if you look at the challenge that they had, what was the challenge of a young person, for example, 100 years ago, when it comes to the listening and hearing? The only challenge was that if he is in a meeting or gathering or a place that a sinful voice is heard. That was this. But now, in our age, maybe we live in a holy place, maybe we are in the mosque and we are listening to a haram voice coming from somewhere else. In the past, haram voice was coming from the same moment, same time. Now it can be something which is saved, something which is recorded. A haram which is, for example, haram song which is sang 20 years ago, still it's available. So if you compare the amount of exposure to haram that our ears have today compared to the past, it's not comparable. The same with eyes. A person who wants to help Hussein must be very careful about his ears or her ears and the eyes. نصرتك إن لم أكن أدركت نصرتك بيدي فها أنا ذا ظافد إليك بنصرتي قد أجابك قلبي وسمعي وبصري وبدني. Every organ of me is ready to help you, Hussein. Every organ, my hand, my feet, everything. ورأيي, my thoughts, I don't want to think about useless things, let alone sinful things. My thought is at your service. I am thinking, how can I help you? How can I bring more light to this world? How can I promote values in this world? This is what I am thinking about. Vahavai. This is very profound. It means my wishes, my desires, my interests. If you are a lover of Hussein, then you have no concern other than what Hussein wants. It's not possible to say, I am a lover of someone, but then I have a special plan for my life, regardless of my beloved. A lover is the one that, when he wakes up in the morning, the very first thing that he remembers is his beloved. Eating, drinking. Sometimes people speak to him, they say, it seems you are not here. Yes, he's not here. He's thinking about his beloved. And when he wants to sleep, the very last thing that he remembers is his beloved. Is Hussein's attraction less than a normal beloved? Is Hussein's beauty less than a normal beloved? Is Hussein less than Layla for Majnoon? If there is any problem, it's because we have not have that ma'rifah of Hussein, that understanding of Hussein. So everything is at your service. Ala taslim lak is submissive to you. My ear, my eye, my heart, my opinions, my thoughts, my desires, everything submissive to you. وَالْخَلَفِ الْبَاقِي مِنْ بَعْدِكَ, and all imams after you. Al-adillai ala Allah, those who all guide towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Our imams do not draw our attention to themselves. They draw our attention to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They act as mirrors. They are so transparent that when you think about them, you are reminded of God. They don't divert your attention away from Allah. They orient you towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. As we say in Ziyarat Jam, and man arad Allah bada'a bikum. If someone wants to reach Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in a very easy, fast, convenient way, it's through knowing and loving Muhammad and Ali Muhammad. Of course, there were other prophets, there were other holy people. We have respect for all of them. They also can help us. But no one is as close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as these people. Al-adillai ala Allah min wuldik fanusrati lakum mu'addah. So my help is ready for you. You can count on me. This is something that me and you have to be able to say honestly. Oh Imam al-Zaman, you can count on me. You can count on my talents, on my skills, on my energy, on my life, on my children, on my money. You can count on everything that I have. Just please tell me what you want from me. This is what we have to be saying honestly. Sometimes, we want to cheat. We say everything is for Imam Zaman, but he must come and claim himself. I don't pay khums, although it is for Imam Zaman, because Imam Zaman is not here claiming himself. I don't want to give to these ulama or marajat. I give it to Imam Zaman. If he comes, instead of 20%, I give 50%. But he must come and claim himself. This is not honest. This is not honest. If you are honest, if you have got rid of your greed, you would realize that this is not misused. This is not spent in the way that Imam Zaman is not happy with. And suppose that, okay, you have problem with paying this to ulama. Are you paying this 20% for other good causes? Or you're just keeping for yourself? So, we have to be ready to say to Imam honestly that everything that I have is for you, you can count on me. How can now we use our talents and everything that we have for Imam Zaman? How can we help Imam Zaman? This is a very important question at this time. In Du'a Ahd, we say that, oh Allah, please include me among people that respond to Imam Zaman Ajjalallah Ta'ala Farajahu Sharif and implement his commands, and not only implement his commands but also do what he wants. Look at this beautiful part of Du'a Ahd. Allahumma ja'alni min ansarih. Imam Sadiq has taught Du'a Ahd several generations before the time of occultation. Because, as I said, we don't have, time boundaries. In Islam, you can go beyond time and space. You have always to think that you are floating from one time to another time. Imam Sadiq says, you should pray in this way so that, inshallah, if you do it 40 days, you will be able to be with Imam, and even if you die before, you will be brought back and will be able to join him. Allahumma ja'alni min ansarihi wa a'wanih. Oh Allah, make me one of those who help him. وَالذَّابِينَ and defend him. وَالْمُسَارِعِينَ إِلَيْهِ فِي قَضَاءِ حَوَائِجِهِ. I want to be fast, quick in giving him, providing for him what he needs. If he has a request, it's enough for me to know that my Imam needs this. I don't need to listen to him asking me this. I don't need to see a letter saying you must do this. If I know my Imam wants this, I want to do it, and I want to do it fast. Al-musari'in ilayhi fi qada'i hawaij. وَالْمُمْتَثِلِينَ لَأَوَامِرِ. I want to listen to his commands. وَالْمُحَامِينَ عَنْ. I want to protect him. I want to be a shelter for him. وَالسَّابِقِينَ إِلَىٰ إِرَادَتِهِ. And I want to precede and be earlier than anyone else to fulfill the will of my Imam. Not only the command of my Imam. إِرَادَتِهِ. If I know that my Imam is thirsty, shall I wait and think, Imam, if he's really thirsty, he would ask me to bring water. So now he has not asked me, so I don't bring him water. No, if you know that Imam is thirsty, you have to bring water. If you know that your father is thirsty, if you are a good son or daughter, say, my father is thirsty, maybe he doesn't want to, for example, trouble me. I have to rush and take water for him. Al-sabiqina ila iradatih. So, a follower of Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam in the time of ghaibah must be fully prepared, fully ready for serving Imam with everything that he has, not just waiting for a command to be issued, for implementing everything that Imam is happy with, everything that Imam wants, even if he has not said to us. Now the question is, how can I understand what my Imam wants from me today? This is a very important question. This is something that we really struggle with. I don't think we can say that in our worldwide community, in universal community that we have, people are not working hard. Of course, there are people who are, lazy. There are people who are, serving their own interests. But I think you agree with me that we have many, many people in the world, alhamdulillah, that they are really devoted. They work hard. They spend everything that they have for the sake of Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam. They really want to be good people. But you don't feel that we are always making proper decisions. You don't feel that day by day, or at least year by year, we are making a rapid progress towards our ideals. Imam Ali alayhi salam said that if 2 days of you are equal, man tasawa yawma fahuwa maghbun. 2 days, if they are equal, you are in loss. I think sometimes not only our 2 days are the same, sometimes our 2 years are the same, sometimes our 2 decades are the same. Even sometimes we go very fast up, then we come down. What is wrong with us? There are people who are not working hard, but there are people who are working hard. There are many people who are sincere. There are many people who are honest. I know many of you are ready to do everything to please Imam Zaman, but you don't know what to do. So what can we do? What level of understanding we should have so that we can understand what is the best thing that we can do to help our Imam? This is what we need to discuss tonight, inshallah, in such a sacred night. And again, I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to inspire us and guide us to understand this, inshallah. Please say salawat. First of all, there are things which are very obvious. There are things that have to be done all the time in all circumstances. So let's not spend that much time about those things which are very obvious. For example, everyone knows that he must say his salat properly, must fast, must go for hajj, must do taqleed, must pay his homes and zakat, must observe hijab, must not eat haram, must earn from halal. These are obvious things. This is something that is obvious, and this is something that has to be done all the time from the beginning of Islam up to the end of the world. Halal Muhammadan sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, halalun ila yawm al-qiyamah. And also haram, haramun ila yawm al-qiyamah. So this is obvious. We must know more about our social responsibilities. What we have to do to make our society and community ready. Otherwise, I don't think anyone has doubt about those personal duties and responsibilities. Okay, let us see what Imam Zaman is going to establish, and then we take some steps towards those. Otherwise, he wants to go to one direction, we want to go to another direction, so we will never meet each other. If I want to know what I have to do today, I have to see what Imam wants to achieve, so we make steps towards that. And when Imam sees that we have made good preparations, he will join us half the way. But you have to first make few steps. Let us reflect on this dua, which is part of dua iftitah, that you recite in the months of Ramadan. We said that one of the aims of Imam al-Zaman, which is the aim of the all prophets and is standing at the top of his agenda, is justice. And then right under justice comes dignity and honor. Because this is the most important right that every human being deserves. If you have minimum amount of justice, you have to respect dignity of people. Now, let's reflect on this part of dua. Allahumma inna narghabu ilayka fi dawlatin karima. Oh Allah, we bring to you our eagerness and yearning and aspiration to a government which is honorable. If a government is not honorable, cannot give honor and dignity to its citizens. If there are people who have no honor, they will never treat you with honor. Never expect honor come to you from the people who have no honor for themselves. There's a very beautiful hadith which says, "Man hanat alayha nafsuhu fala ta'man sharrahu." If someone has no honor for himself, don't feel safe with respect to him. Anything bad that is possible to think may come. Because what stops people doing bad things is the honor that they have for themselves. If I say bad words to someone, it's not because I don't have honor for him only. It's because in the first place, I have no honor for myself. A very noble person never uses bad words, even for an animal. A person who has honor for himself never goes to the street nakedly. Because he has honor for himself. It said that one of the ulama used to be always fully dressed in his house. You know, like this. Normally we are dressed like this when we go outside or we have visitors in. But for example, if I am at home studying, I don't have all this dress with me. But this alim was always fully dressed. So someone asked him, "Agha, there is no one here." He said, "I am here. This is the honor that I have for myself." So he had so much honor for himself that he didn't want to be without his dress of honor at any second. You know, in Islam we are recommended that even if you are in the washroom or bathroom alone, keep part of your dress. There is no one there. But this is honor for yourself. Even you yourself must not see yourself without dress. Look at Islam. And you see in some societies, not very far, people get naked, you know, in swimming pool, you know, in university, you know, public places. There is no honor. So, we need to look for a system which is honorable and grants honor. Allahumma inna narghabu ilayka fi dawlatin karima tu'izzu biha al-islam wa ahlah. Look at this. Izzah. After karama, izzah. Dignity. An honorable government that gives dignity, treats with dignity the people who are submissive to will of God, the believers. Who are the people who have problem with this? Not kuffar. وَتُذِلُّ بِهَا النِّفَاقَ الْأَحْلَى. Our problem is not with kufr. Our problem is with nifaq. We don't have any worry about those who don't have faith. We have problem with the people who are hypocrites, whether they have faith or not. If there is a person who is hypocrite, whether he has faith or not is a problem. If someone is honest, even if he is kafir, you don't have any problem. وَتُذِلُّ بِهَا النِّفَاقَ وَأَحْلَى. Doesn't say kill the hypocrites. No, it's not a matter of killing them. Just showing them in their true face so that they lose their respect. So that no one goes after them. We don't want to kill them. We don't want to destroy anyone. We want people who are good to be honored and people who are not honest to be known. تُذِلُّ بِهَا النِّفَاقَ. It's enough. Just if the true face is known, it's enough. No one goes after them. تُذِلُّ بِهَا النِّفَاقَ وَأَحْلَى. Okay. What then me and you should do? وَتَجْعَلُنَا مِنَ الدُّعَاةِ إِلَىٰ طَاعَتِكَ. And include us among those who call others towards your obedience. This shows that this is not something for very end of the world. This is something which is a transient situation at the beginning of the movement of Imam. Because if it's at the end everyone has become obedient to God. There are stages. This is a stage in which there are people that you should do tabligh with them. تَجْعَلُنَا فِيهَا مِنَ الدُّعَاةِ إِلَىٰ طَاعَتِكَ. I have to be so obedient and so much knowledgeable about how to obey Allah that I become min ad-du'at. I become a person who invites others, who calls others for your obedience. I sometimes say to the brothers and sisters that don't just aim at being a muttaqi person. So I want to be muttaqi, I want to be pious. I live in London, I live in Manchester, I don't know, in Toronto. I want to be pious, muttaqi. This is not enough. If you aim at this, you will end up with being lower than this. If you aim at passing an exam and say, it's just enough for me just to pass, then you will fail. But if you aim at getting A, then you may get B. But if you say, no, I just want to get D, for example, and you get E or F. Look at this beautiful dua from Quran. رَبَّنَا هَبْ لَنَا مِنْ أَزْوَاجِنَا وَذُرِّيَّاتِنَا قُرَّةَ أَعْيُنٍ. Oh Allah, please give us children who are going to be light of our eyes. Wife or husband who is going to be light of my eyes. وَجْعَلْنَا لِلْمُتَّقِينَ إِمَامًا. Not just make me muttaqi, make me leader of muttaqin. I want to be in London the best muttaqi. Not for selfishism, because I want to be in closest position to you. If you aim at being the best muttaqi in London, then inshallah you will be the second or the third, not the last, or na'udhu billah, lower than being muttaqi. وَجْعَلْنَا لِلْمُتَّقِينَ imama. Here we say, تَجْعَلُنَا فِيهَا مِنَ الدُّعَاةِ إِلَىٰ طَاعَتِكَ. I don't want just to obey you. I want to be so prepared and so equipped with taqwa and all the knowledge and skills that I call others towards you. وَالْقَادَةِ إِلَىٰ سَبِيلِكَ. I want to be one of the leaders of leading people towards your path. Qada is the plural form of qa'id. Qa'id means leader. Qada means leaders. وَتَرْزُقُنَا بِهَا. And in such a government, give us what? What is the main thing that we have to want? كرامة الدنيا والآخرة. Honor of dunya and akhirah. I want to be proud to say I am a Muslim. What does it mean? It means that all people of the world must have so much understanding of Islam and must be so pleased with performance of Muslims that when you say I am a Muslim, they say, MashaAllah, we have respect for you. It's not happening miraculously that we do all the bad things and we are careless, then all of a sudden you say I am Muslim and everyone claps for you. No. If we want karamah, honor in dunya and akhirah, we have to work towards establishing this honor for ourselves and our community. What Imam al-Zaman wants from us? He wants us to be honorable. When it comes to education, we have to be the best. When it comes to family life, we have to have the strongest family ties. When it comes to being punctual and organized, we have to be the best. When it comes to being trustworthy, we have to be the most trustworthy community. When it comes to helping others, we have to be the best. This brings honor. But if, na'udhu billah, we are not organized, we are not skillful, we are not kind, we cheat, we are not honest, we are not trustworthy, then we bring honor to ourselves. And then all of a sudden Imam al-Zaman comes and gives us honor in dunya and akhirah. It's impossible. So every step for bringing honor to this community is a step towards helping Imam al-Zaman, helping Imam Hussein. And sometimes, it really breaks the heart. Sometimes we do things in the name of Ahlul Bayt that doesn't bring honor to us. We have to hide. We feel ashamed that some people in our community do some things that people make mockery of us. Is it difficult to understand this? So we have to make sure that we bring this honor to our community, inshallah. So this is one of the very important things that we have to achieve in addition to establishing justice, not violating anyone's right, not annoying anyone, not doing wrong to anyone, not even doing injustice to animals, as I said. And then bringing honor to ourselves and treating others with honor. Being a polite community, a community that never uses bad words, never swears at anyone, speaks very nicely, politely, in a very honorable way. If there are 20, 30 students in a class and one of them is a follower of Ahlul Bayt, he must be the most polite student. All the staff in the university or the school must say, this person is very polite. He must be a follower of Hussein. We must reach that level, that people first know Hussein and see the manners of Hussein in us. We must achieve that. Another thing which is very important is that this can be achieved if we act as a community. We cannot afford to be separated. We cannot help Imam Zaman individually. We have to come together and form a very solid group at the service of Imam. Imam wants a community. Imam doesn't want individuals who hate each other, na'uzu billah, or forget each other, who ignore each other. This is not working. Let's see first Quran and then reflect on some du'as. Look at this ayah, very beautiful. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu. Oh, those who have faith. So alhamdulillah, one step is already taken. You have iman. This is not enough. Ittaqullah. In addition to be a believer, you have to be pious. Okay, I have taqwa, inshallah. Is it enough? No. وَكُونُوا مَعَ الصَّادِقِينَ. And you have to be with the truthful people. You have to form a group of truthful people. You have to establish a community of truthful people. This shows the value of truth and shows the value of being a community. Who can form a community of truthful people? Those who are muttaqi, not those who are selfish. Iman, and then piety, and then forming a community based on truth. How beautifully is explained. In Surah Asr, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والعصر إن الإنسان لفي خسر والعصر. This is very important. Allah gives such a regard to time and age that says by time or by age. And you know, we have Imam of the age, Sahibul Asr. Wal Asr, Innal Insan Lafi Khurs. All human beings are in loss. إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات. Except those who have Iman and righteous deeds. But are these two enough? Is Iman and Amal Salih enough? No. وَتَوَاصَوْا بِالْحَقِّ وَتَوَاصَوْا بِالصَّبْرِ. They must also come together and ask each other to be truthful. تَوَاصَوْا بِالْحَقِّ وَتَوَاصَوْا بِالصَّبْرِ. And tell each other to observe patience. If I want to get angry, you tell me, don't get angry. We have to be patient. If I am losing my control over my soul or my, I don't know, lower desires or whatever, you help me. If you forget, I help you. It's only with this mutual help that we can be saved. It's only when we are together that Allah's hand will be above us. Yadullah ma'al jama'ah. Allah's hand would not be put on people who are separate from each other. Look at Surah Tin. لَقَدْ خَلَقْنَا الْإِنسَانَ فِي أَحْسَنِ تَقْوِيمٍ. There is no problem in creation of man. It's the best creation. ثُمَّ رَدَدْنَاهُ أَسْفَلَ سَافِلِينَ. But man can go to the lowest of the low. إِلَّا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ وَتَوَاصَوْا بِالصَّبْرِ وَتَوَاصَوْا بِالْمَرْحَمَةِ. Those who have iman and righteous deeds and ask each other to observe patience and mercifulness. Truth, patience, mercifulness. These are the things that we should advise each other. These are the things that we have to establish among ourselves and then extend to other people. Come and benefit from our truthfulness. Come and benefit from our mercy. This is what we have to achieve. If inshallah we form such a community, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would so much bless this community and support this community and guide this community that they move fast towards their aims and objectives. Allah says, "Ittaqullah wa yu'allimkumullah." If you have taqwa, but not individually, as a community, taqwa with being ma'as sadiqeen, yu'allimkumullah. Allah will teach you. In tattaqullah yaj'al lakum furqana. If you have taqwa as a community, Allah will guide your community and give you something by which you can distinguish between right and wrong, good and bad. Okay, inshallah we will continue this discussion inshallah tomorrow, and we will see how we can do this inshallah together in a collective way inshallah. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. Okay, let us think about what was the condition of Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam in the night of Ashura. Of course, this night is still, they are all together. This is the night that Imam wanted to spend in supplicating to Allah, praying, recitation of the Quran. As you know, he told Imam told to Hazrat Abbas, go and ask them not to come in the day of Tasu'ah, because Allah knows I love to pray, to recite. So they are praying, reciting, according to some books, sometimes even making nice jokes, some of the companions. There is one incident that one of them said, are you in such a night making jokes? He said, everyone knows that I am not a person who is, joking, in his life. But tonight I am very happy. Why? Because I know that by tomorrow I have fulfilled my responsibility. Tomorrow, inshallah, I am going to join the Prophet. So, people are in different conditions, but in all of them there is a deep sadness. Because they know that this is the last night that they are all together. Especially for those who are going to remain. For Lady Zainab, for children, for other ladies. It's very sad. They see Imam, but when they know that they are not going to see this illuminating face tomorrow night, they feel very sad. Sometimes I use this example. I say, imagine if you have a child that is going to travel, for example, abroad for several years, and you know that he is going to fly tomorrow, few days before he goes, you start missing him. You see him, but you miss him. Because you know that he is going to soon leave you. Many people, when their daughters get married, although their daughter is still with them, they cry. Because they somehow feel that their daughter is going away from them. Of course, she's coming back again, inshallah, to visit them, but still they miss their daughter. Imagine if you are in the condition of Lady Zainab, Salamullah alayha, and you see Hussein, and you know that you are never going to see him again, how sad you are, how much you miss him. And therefore, when Lady Zainab in the night of Ashura heard from Imam Hussein those poems, Ya dah uffan laka min khalili, kam laka bil ishraq wal asili, she cried so much that she went unconscious. So it's a very difficult night. So this poem explains, with the help of imagination, what was the condition, and compares between the condition in this night and tomorrow afternoon. What is happening tonight, what is available tonight, and what is not available tomorrow or happens tomorrow.